I rise to really inquire from the chair's office, or the chair's desk, on the communication that the chair promised to deliver in terms of the leadership of the side of the minority. Mr. Speaker, we know from history that what goes around comes around. Well, I'm a bit perplexed that the chair has decided to draft new standing orders. Mr. Speaker, sir, the standing orders are drafted and passed by this House. Yesterday, we conversed on the issue of the communication from the leader of the minority on matters dealing with the leadership of the minority side. Mr. Speaker, we do not want to impute any improper motive on the Speaker, the substantive Speaker of this House. Because, Mr. Speaker, you are a colleague, but today you are sitting in that seat as a Speaker. But we are concerned because the substantive Speaker is now exhibiting characters of a prefect, someone who wants to come and prefect political parties. It shocks us that the substantive Speaker, Mr. Speaker, and we are not discussing the character of the Speaker here.
You are a very renowned, outstanding senator for Narok.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, I agree.
Of course, you know the standing orders cannot allow even to discuss, not even the Speaker, the conduct of any Kenyan who is not here to defend himself.
Okay, Mr.
So
Speaker, I'm guided.
Kindly execute
Mr. Speaker,
without referring to
what I will not refer to the substantive Speaker in person, but the Speaker's office is an institution. And when we see that the institution is now attempting to investigate on the circumstances that led to the minority side deciding to change their leadership and appointing a new leadership, that in itself leads a lot to be desired. Mr. Speaker, this is a house of reason. This is a house of union. This is a house that is supposed to show high level of discipline. It is a house that has got the best legal minds here. The Secretariat, Mr. Speaker, give advice to us legislators whenever we have any matter to be able to deliberate here. But we are concerned because on our side, we've got no leadership at the moment. We only have the minority leader and his deputy. We do not have a whip. We do not have a deputy whip. The communication, and I'm trying to understand, Mr. Speaker, and sometimes I wonder whether we have different schools that people go to when it comes to reading simple English. Section 23, standing order number 23, 6 is self-explanatory, Mr. Speaker. I do not want us to cause any havoc here, but seriously, if a house of union, a house that is supposed to make laws in this country, led by a distinguished Speaker, cannot be able to clearly read what is indicated here, Mr. Speaker, and it clearly says, upon a decision being made by the minority party, under the standing order, the decision of the party shall be communicated to the Speaker in writing, together with the minutes of the meeting at which decision was made. It does not talk about anything to do with fair administration of justice. It does not talk about anything to do with different conflict or the speakers now trying to meddling into party affairs. Mr. Speaker, I may want to beseech the chair to desist because a chair is not a prefect of a political party. A chair sits there, he's blind, he's only there to guide. But there is a tendency now, Mr. Speaker, which is a bit dictatorial, where the chair dictates what can come out of our mouth, what we should say. It is some sort of gagging, Mr. Speaker. If we are going to continue with that trajectory, Mr. Speaker, I dare say that we might as well fold and leave, because democracy has already been sunk into a 6-foot hole. We cannot allow that, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, I would like to beseech you. You are one of our colleagues. Can we stick to this? Because I believe that if we do not abide by these standing orders, it will come back to what Senator Orengo was telling us here. You know, that we have to be very careful of our actions as leaders. We have to demonstrate that. Because if this house alone cannot be respected or cannot respect itself, then what exactly are we doing? So, Mr. Speaker, I want to beseech you. I want to beseech you, Mr. Speaker. Because of what is happening here, Mr. Speaker, what is happening here? You know, of course, we have, nothing stops us from exercising the Constitution and the standing orders. And these standing orders are very clear. We have other avenues. So, Mr. Speaker, I'd like to beseech you that before we proceed, because there's no business which is going to proceed here, I can assure you that with all due respect, what we want is... No, Mr. Speaker. We have agreed from the onset, Mr. Speaker, we have agreed from the onset that I have a lot of respect for you, and I'm not disrespecting you in which way. So would like to know, Mr. Speaker, I am not speaking to the majority leader. Majority leader, I think, have some respect. You need to shut up when other people are talking. This business of talking every time as if you are the only one who has the monopoly of words, Mr. Speaker, it's a little bit ludicrous, and we will not allow. I have respect for the Speaker, and we will not allow this sort of gagging. So, Mr. Speaker, we are elected leaders. When we are in this house, Mr. Speaker, I respect Mr. Speaker.
I want to give the
so,
next
Mr. Speaker,
Majority Leader, you are on intervention.
See, this is my problem, Mr. Speaker.